Hello lettering friend, these are the spring style worksheets that we're going to practice in this video in real time so you can see how slow I actually go. You can find these worksheets in my new spring worksheet set. They're a little different from normal because they're a 30-day challenge where you have something specific to practice each day. These are all of the pens that you'll see me using in this video. I will tell you what each are as I'm using them, and they're all linked in my Amazon favorites, which is in the description below. So first of all, these are the Pentel Touch brush pens, and you can see that I'm using tracing paper on top of these worksheets. You don't have to if you want to keep printing out the worksheets. I like using tracing paper because then it also doesn't matter what paper I used to print out the worksheets. And next, these are the Stabilo Pen 68 brush pens. They're really nice for smaller or larger lettering because they're a medium nib. And this is my Monami Live Color. It has a bullet tip on one side and a fine tip on the other side. And I like doing monoline lettering with these. This is a fun curly spring style font right here. Spring styles just feel so refreshing. And here I'm using the Pentel Touch again. I really love these brush pens. You can see in this style, I am playing around with where the thick strokes are in my word. There's all different kinds of things that you can do, and you're going to see that more as we go through. And here I'm using my Faber-Castell brush pen. These ones are really nice, and they're good for medium lettering or small lettering as well because the brush tip is so flexible. It gives a nice smaller or larger look. It's firm enough to give you both options. Next is the Kuretake Furubiori. I really like these ones as well. They're a medium tip size. As you've noticed with these worksheets, there is a huge variety of styles and sizes of all of these words. I really wanted to give you so many options so you don't have to love every single style on here. You might go through it and really hate certain ones, but I just wanted to make sure that you have enough that this is just a really good creative practice for you to experiment with the different types of pens that you might be using in these styles. So try different pens that you have and explore what feels fun to you. Maybe there's a certain style here that you really love and you want to explore that, and you can make a whole alphabet and do other words trying out that style. I love to look through fonts on my own. That gives me so much inspiration to change up my style, and just using a font as inspiration. You don't have to do every letter exactly how it would be in the font that somebody else created. You get to come up with it yourself, look at the font, and then decide what are the different little details that make it something that you love, and then put that into your own letters. And that's what I was trying to do with these worksheet pages. There are 10 different pages of different words in all of these styles so that you can get a feel for which styles you like. And like I said, I just think it's a really good creative practice to get your pens going, get your brain working, and thinking about something different than maybe it's a style that you wouldn't normally do. And practicing any of these styles are really great for your creative practice. Oh, and I forgot to mention the tracing paper that I use. This one is just the Hobby Lobby off-brand. I have used Canson and Strathmore in the past, and I haven't noticed a huge difference in any of them, to be honest. They all work great, so I don't have any that I recommend over another one for you. So I would say just find whatever tracing paper is the easiest for you to get your hands on if you want to use tracing paper. And this pen right here is the Monami Plus Pen 3000. These are really, really fine tip pens that have just enough flexibility that you can get a little bit of a thicker downstroke. As you can see, it's not very much though, so it's much smaller than even the small brush pens like Pentel Touch. But if you like that really dainty look, you might really like those pens. For example, in this style with the small Pentel Touch, it is a little bit more chunky, and you couldn't do that style with the Monami Plus Pen 3000. But with the Pentel Touch, like in this one, it is a little more dainty because you're just not pushing as hard. So in the last one, I was giving it as much pressure as I could to give it that really more chunky look. And if you want to get it even chunkier, then you would just do your downstrokes multiple times. That's one reason why I think it's a good idea to try different pens, because different pens will give you different styles naturally. And yes, you can explore different styles with just one pen, but the larger brush pens can give a very different look from smaller brush pens, and there is no right or wrong way. It's just about what you like and what feels the best to you, like what makes you the happiest as you're lettering. You don't have to letter with any kind of pen that somebody else says is the best. You get to choose. And these pens right here, these are my Sakura Jelly Roll in Moonlight. I used the metallic in one of the greens before. I've just been exploring gel pens recently, and I do really like these ones. I've also been trying the new Karen marker gel pens, and I have a different video about that. But basically, that's why I like to review pens and give you a lot of different comparisons, because I can only share with you my experience, and maybe you will agree with the pens that I like and don't like, but at the same time, there might be some pens that I love that you really don't love because it doesn't fit with your style. It doesn't feel good to you. So I want to share pens that I know are good quality and you can have success with if you want them, but also knowing that not everybody is going to like the same pens, even the ones that are really good quality. There is not just one perfect pen for everybody. A couple of years ago, I made a review video with the Monami Plus Pen 3000, and I shared how much I love it, and I still love it today. And I got so many messages from people who tried them, and they were like, wow, these are the best. I love them. Thanks for sharing these. And yet I still get messages from people also on the other side who say, I don't understand why everybody seems to be liking these. What is wrong with me? Why is it not working for me? And my answer is just, it might not work for your style. Maybe you're light-handed, you don't want to push so hard, or maybe you just don't like that really dainty look. Maybe you like a chunkier look, or you want a softer nib. It really is so different for everybody. So don't feel bad if you can't figure out why you don't like a certain pen that everybody else seems to be liking. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong. It just means that just might not be for you. And you should definitely notice those things when you find the things that make you different and the styles that maybe somebody else is liking, but you're not. Lean into those things, because that's how you're going to create your own unique style, and that's how your lettering is going to feel like your best self, when you can really lean into who you are and what you like. And that goes not only for the style and the pens that you use, but also the type of quotes that you like to letter, in the way that you express yourself uniquely. That's different from everybody else, and you have a place. That's why I love hand lettering so much, because it is so unique to everyone. Let me know if you liked seeing me lettering these in real time, if that was helpful for you. Here is the finished piece. I loved how this tracing paper looked so much, I decided to add it to my journal. I glued it in using a glue stick, and you can see that there's little wrinkles in the tracing paper because the glue didn't work so well. So I'll have to figure out another way next time I want to put the tracing paper into my journal. But I love how it turned out, the rainbow colors in my pink journal. If you want to learn more about these worksheets, I will leave that video right here. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.